Yugioh, new never you in this thing, and today I'm going to be giving you some information about how you can maximize your profits on card sales. So a lot of people sell commons for bulk, and what is a common? Let's say Vernus Sylph, right? They so the common theme is each common is worth. I sell my commons at 10 cents. I ain't even gonna hold you. Most people they sell it for one penny. So even if somebody buys one, unless they spend $5 worth of product, they have to, pay that shipping. So shipping's gonna be $100.27. So plus $1.27. Stamp is gonna cost you about I think there's 68 cents now. So you profit about 60 cents for that one card if somebody buys just that one. And obviously it'll be like 62 cents if they buy three. That's if you have top loaders. So envelopes here, you can get them at Walmart for stupid cheap for like $4 or $5 for 100. So let's just do the math real quick. Let's say you get 400 envelopes. It'll cost you $20 at $5 a piece. We're not gonna do tax. Just do tax in your head. Let's say top loaders for cards. You can probably find them cheaper somewhere else. But let's find a reasonable deal. This was 400 pieces. Yeah, for 21, let's say $22. So 400 for $22. And then you gotta get some penny sleeves. Let's see, a bunch of penny sleeves, 3,000 count, $31. Let's go ahead and for the 3,000 count plus $31 plus tape. Let's say let's get a bunch of tape. We'll say 6-pack. That's $10. That's pretty good for tape. So we got tape, and then you got a one-time investment. I would invest in one of these Nimbots, because you can Bluetooth it to your phone, and you can print out people's addresses, so you don't have to constantly type it in. And you can, like, if you have an iPad or whatever, you can hook up a keyboard to it, and you can just type it from the iPad. So it's like having a second screen for instead of using your computer. So we'll just say we'll get this one at $30. And it's gonna come with a roll. So this is a one-time investment, $30. Get yourself an address stamp. That's a one-time investment for X amount of times. So the cheapest one's gonna be about $10. So that's $10 right now. So we got Nimbot, address stamp, tape. What is this? I forgot what this was. Penny sleeves, top loaders, and envelopes. So it's gonna cost. This is starting out. You got $23. Next, you're gonna want to make an actual TCG player account. Make your name creative. Make it great. Because people tend to buy from not only the places that treat them well and are on top of the game when they sell them cards. You see a bunch of places with 25,000 sales, 10,000 sales, 50,000 sales. A lot of these places are actual card stores, but a lot of these places are just individual sellers like myself. I have roughly 2,200 sales, and I try to keep myself in that 100% standing, because usually people tend to buy from the yellow or golden star places, And if you're at 100%, people are more inclined to buy from you, even if you only have like one item. Like there's a lot of people that buy stuff from me that is 10 cents over people that have it at 1 penny, because sometimes their score is not high and sometimes the sales are not high. The sales don't necessarily equal the service, but the more sales you get, the more like repertoire you tend to make for yourself, and people tend to, stay loyal to people who treat them well. I like to put the tape over. I like to put the card in the penny sleeve or cards. Generally, I try to keep like 6 cards in a penny sleeve into a top loader, or whatever it's comfortable for them to fit within the penny sleeve and the top loader, because I don't want any cards to get bent or damaged in transit. So I'll put them in the penny sleeve, and then I'd slide the penny sleeve into the top loader. And then I always take a small piece of tape and tape the one side and then tape it over to the other side. But I put one side of the tape on the other side under itself, so it makes kind of like a flap. So it's easy for the people that receive the card to just pull that flap back, and then they can just pull their cards out. But that pressure also keeps the cards from moving. So I kind of just built a formula that way. Don't put the tape across the entire top of the top loader. People hate that. I hate that. It's easy for the cards to get damaged if you're trying to cut it out. That's not good. Also, with the address stamp, you just stamp it. You can get one that says "Please don't bend." You can stamp that on the back. I do that as well. Now for big orders, I always use a bubble mailer. I think I use the 4x8s for cards. The smallest ones I can get, because if you're shipping a card that's expensive, you want it to be overly protected. You can even get those. Let's see. There's a different type of top loader that you can. There's a over sleeve. Let's see. Over sleeve protector. I don't think this is it. Nah, that's definitely not it. Over sleeve for cards. And this is probably still not gonna be it. I have to find the name, but there's a thing that you can put the top loader in, and it comes with like a little tab, and you can also use that to seal the cards, but they're a little more expensive than penny sleeves. Either way, just make sure your cards are very well protected. Now, going back, now that we've solved how to ship cards and all this other stuff, TCG players are going to take about roughly 10 to 15%, maybe even more than that. So that little 60 cents that you made, they're probably going to take 6 cents. So you really made 54 cents after the envelope and all that other stuff. But let's say you sell a card like, what's an expensive card? Lubellian, quarter century. Okay, that's not the one I was talking about, but let's say him. 65. Let's say they take 10%. That's gonna be $6.50. 15%, that'll be like $9, maybe $9.75, closer to 10. But you'd have to ship it in a bubble mailer because you want it to be tracked. Just in case, some people lie and say they don't get cards when they actually do. So you just want to protect yourself. So let's say you sell it for 70. Let's just say 70. And let's say they take 15% off the rip. So 10% would be 7. And then 5% would be half of 7. So you're looking at 10, 1050. Oops. So that's just from the fees. Then if you already did what I did and invest in a bulk of bubble mailers, you don't have to worry about that coming out the fee of this card. So we'll just say we invested in the bubble mailers, the tape, and all that other stuff. So now we don't have to lose money here trying to pay for it. Now, next, you're gonna ship it, and if you want tracking on it, which you should on anything that you ship more than $25, sometimes even less than that if it's a lot of cards. Shipping is gonna cost you anywhere from $5 to $6. Let's say $6, so $53.50. So you've already essentially lost $17 on the sale, and you don't get the money until after the card has been successfully delivered to the person that's buying it, or a certain amount of days have passed where it's estimated that the card should have made it. And let's say now UPS has it where you get like $100 free on insurance when you ship a package that's tracked. So let's say somebody stole the card before it got there, sliced the card, took it out, it got damaged, something like that. You can claim insurance on the card. So of course the people are gonna get their whole $70 plus tax back. You're gonna obviously lose the card, but you'll get your $70 back. So that wipes that out. So you're good, you're solid, you're Gucci. You're not tripping about that. But you do want to make sure that you don't sell your bulk of just of regular commons, because one, you never know when commons are gonna go up in price. You never know when somebody's gonna come up with some crazy idea that just breaks the game as people are playing it. You just don't know. So never count out any card. I don't care what it is. I don't care how bad you think it is. I don't care how stupid you think it is. There's somebody somewhere that values that card more than you do. And you have to put yourself in a situation of thinking that one, not everybody thinks like you. Two, not everybody's trying to be competitive. Three, some people just want to play the game and enjoy the game without feeling like they have to be like everybody else. Four, not everybody is, this not everybody's not the same. So there's gonna be people that buy things for the simple fact that people said that they're bad, and they will use that energy, that mindset, to create something that's either gonna destroy the people that said that, or prove to themselves that they're a good deck builder and they can take any bad opportunity and make it to a great opportunity. So you have to look at every card in that aspect. What's a card that was, I think it's this one. Yeah, so this card right here was selling for pennies when it first came out. Now it's selling for 75 cents to $1 for a common. Just because of I think malice is the reason this is expensive now. And then the ultra rares that came from Ghosts from the Past were selling for like 10 to 20 cents. Now we're looking at $6 to $8. Just because one set of cards came out. So you can't put a finite limit on what you think something's going to do just because of your limited knowledge of something. You always have to be thinking beyond whatever you think you can think. Everything is important. Everything matters. Everything that these people create in card form is going to be important at some point or another. So we can even go to Bonanza and look at some stuff. Let's just go ahead and do high to low. Like this card. This card's always going to be good to me. This is my favorite. Black Luster Soldier is my favorite card that of the male persuasion of all time. Stratos. Cards like this are just gonna go up with time, because they're always gonna make Black Luster cards because it's the Chaos card. So as long as there's light and dark, he could put himself in any form. Regeki's always gonna be a good card. If Heavy Storm ever comes off the list, this is gonna be $150 a piece. Thrust is probably always going to be a good card. Upstart Goblin's always going to be a good card. Engage is always going to be a good card. This is probably going to go up when those Blue Eyes structure decks drop. This isn't as good as it used to be because they errated it, which I think errata is the stupidest thing ever. Don't change cards. Just make players get better is my sentiment on it. These went up. These Dragon Rulers, because they're getting new support. I mean, you just think about it. You never know when Konami's gonna drop new support for something. So you just got to keep every opportunity at hand. And we know if this ever comes off the ban list, $100 easy, hundos. Then now there's one more card, and then I'll let it be. Maxi. Now they just reprinted this in Prismatic Secret Rare, and I hope they get some soon. 300 copies pretty much between the two of these people. 400 if you really want to be honest. $15 a piece. This card ever comes back, this specific version is probably gonna be $70 to $80, maybe even 100. I don't know because of the mole charmies, but you just never know. You just never know how the game's gonna interact, what's gonna happen. They might bring it back to 1, they might bring it back to 2, but as soon as they do, cards like this go up. And even if it doesn't go up, like there's people always playing old formats, and old formats need cards that sometimes aren't getting reprinted. So if you have play sets of these cards, you're making money where other people are not. Like this card, Prismatic Secret Rare, $1.73 a card. You know, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, negate it, and then during your turn, you just banish this, target another card, and negate it. $1.73. 3 copies. That's gonna run you about $5-6 for Secret Rare. Negro Valley, $3 a copy, Secret Rare. King of the Swamp, $2 a copy, Secret Rare. Prismatic Secret Rare. So Swords of Villain, like $1.44. So I mean, it's just little things like this you gotta look at, you gotta be aware of, and you gotta keep into your mind that you have to be smarter than everybody else, because everything's a competition, whether you want it to be or not. But I'm New Never You. Hopefully this helped, and I'm out. Peace.